Hey guys, how you doing? It's April 8th, 2020. That means it's Morel season here in Virginia. It usually runs mid-March to mid-May. It really just depends on the temperature. Just want to give you guys a couple quick tips to come out here and find these morels. They're really hard to find if you don't know what you're doing. If you're like me when I first started, I just wandered the woods aimlessly looking for morels, and it's no surprise I didn't find any. All right, so I'm gonna give you some tips on what I've learned. All right, it might be different in other states or further west, but as far as in Virginia, there's a couple of things you're looking for. All right, let's start with terrain. All right, I want you to notice how we got some hills in front of me, and then it flows down to this flat area. We got a creek over here. All right, then on the other side up there, I'm not sure if you can see it, there's another hill. So basically you're looking for some hills that flow down into a flat area. These little flat shelves help to hold moisture, which the mushrooms really like. Okay, so if you're not near a water source, you're probably not going to find any. It's just my experience. You're going to need a creek nearby and a flat shelf like this to look on. Okay, now as far as the plants go, let's talk about what trees to look for. Okay, the main thing you're looking for are poplar trees. All right, and I'm going to show you guys a poplar tree. This is one right here. All right, how do I know? Look in between the bark. Look how white it is in between the bark right here. Okay, now when these trees are younger, they're a lot more smooth, but as they get older, they get some bark on them, but they tend to maintain this white in between the bark right here. Another thing you'll notice about these poplar trees is how straight and tall they are. And look at that tree, how straight that tree is. Okay, another one right here, really straight tree. Yeah, okay. All right, so we've got the terrain, we got the trees. The ground you're walking on, okay, should be kind of soft. All right, I'm not talking swampy. All right, and you can see that area over here, that's swampy. You don't want that. Okay, they're not going to grow in there. They're just not going to grow in there. So another tree you're looking for is a spice bush, what they call spice bush. Okay, I'm not particularly sure. Oh, let me show you something else I just seen. You see this little thing right here? This right here? That is where the flowers come out of the poplar tree, okay, or tulip tree, whatever you want to call it. They have a flower in the spring that blooms on them. You can't really see it most times because the trees are so tall, but it's very pretty. And those things right there fall off of the tree. So if you're just looking around for litter and you see those, there are poplar trees around, okay, or tulip trees, whatever you want to call them. All right, so let's talk about spice bush. Now, let's see here. Let me find a spice bush for you guys. Now, okay, right here's one. Check this out. Check out the leaves on this. Okay. You guys see that? These are smaller trees. Okay. If you take a fresh piece of this branch and break it off and smell it, it has a really good smell to it, kind of minty. That's why they call it spice bush. So you're looking for those and poplar trees and this type of terrain. And you're also looking for a lot of greenery on the ground. This usually means there are a lot of nutrients in the soil. I haven't really found morels in areas where there's nothing growing besides trees. Usually there needs to be some greenery around and lots of these little spice bushes. All right, that's easy. Another thing is it's easy to get spice bush confused with a ironwood tree. I'm gonna show you the ironwood. Okay, it's the ironwood. That's how the leaves are more serrated on these. Okay, and if you break that branch off and smell it, there's not going to be any smell. Here's a bigger ironwood. Okay, tree's not perfectly round. That's one way you can identify it. Also, there's serrated leaves right there. So let me show you guys a morel. All right, here they are. The way I like to harvest these is just grab them at the base and pinch them off. Okay, and they don't have roots, so to say, but there is mycelium under there, which the mushroom, which is the fruiting body grows out of. So I know there's a lot of controversy on that, but some people say you can just dig them up, and others say pinch them off. I like to pinch them off. It just makes sense to me that if you take all the mycelium away, that has a less probable chance of sprouting. But anyway, guys, that's what you're looking for out here. And don't get discouraged if you don't find any immediately. All right, you might walk for miles and miles and miles and never see a single morel. All right, it's very common. But don't give up. Get out there in the woods. Learn to identify these trees and mushrooms. Learn how to forage and survive on your own. It's a great skill to have. Plus, these things are delicious. Till next time, happy hunting.